Wow, is this actually working? Okay, this is really far behind. Who cares? Profile chat. Right. So, okay, shut up, Thomas. So, for those that want to actually pass their exams, now, I'm really bad at design mode, so I do not know how this is going to go. So, I'm pretty shit with design mode, so I always use code, but I'm going to try my best here. Okay, so you got to create the HTML document, of course. So, I mean, the first thing we want to do, in the exam specification we had, we had to, obviously you got to create the web page. So I've got Photoshop and Dreamweaver here. You need to ignore that. So just create a new document. But you see, okay, so we have a blank document that we have right here. Uh, the what it said on the exam paper last time we did it was to make the page 1024 pixels wide. So the best way to do that would just be insert a table here. So wait for it to load, and just create 3 rows, 2 columns, etc. Table width 1024. Why not? You can resize this however you want. Don't resize it using this one in the bottom right, or yeah, just don't use one in the bottom right because you see that's going to change the width. You'll see it here is 1081. Just undo that quickly. And if you do need to change it specifically, right click it, go to properties, and you can just change the width right here. So I guess the first thing we need to do is actually create like the banner itself. So what you want to do is, because these are all individual cells, just click on one, hold drag, right click, table, merge cells, and you'll be able to code the cells. And I'm pretty sure, fuck off, Thomas. You'll see, you just changed height to 150 for this, because that's what the banner was last time, I'm pretty sure. So if we want to go to Photoshop here, now we've done this. Sorry if I'm going a bit fast, I don't really care, but... So we want to do the width is 1024, 72 resolution is good, and 150. We'd usually be given a logo to use in the exam, but it doesn't really matter. We could do whatever we want. So let's just use a black background, or we can do something fancy. So if you hold click on this on the paint bucket tool, go to gradient tool, then we could like create like a gradient background, something. Let's see. So if we do this, oh, it's a bit too light. So yeah, if we do something like that, and then we could do a Cordell together, because this was one exam. It doesn't really matter what font you use. There was no like specifics for it, but the text together had to be in bold. I'm pretty sure. So once you created the text, you use text to obviously type it, whatever. Press Control T, and then you should be able to resize it. And just if you hold Shift when you're resizing it, you'll be able to keep it uniform scale. Make sure you let go of left click and then Shift, else you might end up doing something like that, where it doesn't like scale correctly. And then yeah, so once you've done that, just put it together. I'm pretty sure I'm not sure what the color scheme was. I don't know the actual values. Let's just do something like this because it was orange and blue. So yeah, we got our Cordell together right here for our banner. That's literally all you need to do. I don't have the logo on me, so I don't really care. Let's just pretend that there is a logo that you usually have here that you get given in the exam. So we could just like do a bunch of scribbles or whatever. It doesn't matter. So yeah, I mean you'd have a logo in the exam, but who knows. So yeah, once you've done that, you want to save it on your... I'll make an extra folder for this. So if we make a folder for crawdale together. Get banner.png. You save it as a PNG file. You can drop down menu. Okay, save and everything. I just ignored that desktop background. So we got crawdale together. So we got a banner here. If you want to insert the banner, because I'm not really that good with design mode, but yeah. So we insert image here. Wait for it to load. Select image source. We'll go to desktop and crawdale together. So we've inserted our banner here. So yeah, we've got our banner here. Yeah, the Macbeth question was really easy, and yeah, and the Romeo and Juliet one looked pretty easy. I don't know anything about Romeo and Juliet. Okay, so you got your banner here. Oh, flip, did I mess something up? Okay, wait, give me a second. You might need to center it in the exam. If you want to do that, then click on this, align center, and it should be all good. I'm not sure about the background. I think it had to be black. If you want to do that, we do is right click, page properties, or use the properties option from here. And just change the background color to black. That's okay, okay. So now you got this, you got crawdale together. So we got a navigation bar. Okay, the thing is with the navigation bar, right, is that you could either do it in like uniform blocks like this. I don't think they're all the same size though, because then you require some calculations and that's effort. So what we could do is table merge these cells, right? And then obviously we need our navigation bar. So this needs to be 50 pixels high, as it was. Go to make a new document in Photoshop. So we'll do, what was it? So it's 1024 by 50. We can just paint this. Let's do like a grey, I guess. Actually, we could just make it black. Okay, so the way I like to do things is, okay, so we get a ruler out by Control and R on the keyboard, and it should snap to the center, so we can get something like that. And this way we can create centers for everything. Okay, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's gonna take forever to count. Okay, so this is 0, this is 18, so the middle will be 9. And then over here is 27. Okay, so we've got the centers of each thing we want. So here would be home. So you got the home page, a link. So we're just creating like a banner thing. It's pretty simplistic. So we could create hotspots. I'll show you how to do that in a minute. So we got home. We got, I think it was volunteer. So we align this to the ruler line, it should immediately snap, and the center line would be pink. Wait, I forgot what font size it was. Wait, give me a second. Okay. Font size 44.88. Okay. So it should come up with a pink line to snap to the center. Volunteer in 44.8, and snap this to the center lines. And then profile it was. So when you've done that, you just rasterize everything. You get the brush tool. You just click on here, and it should ask if it wants to be rasterized. Then we could snap these all to the center. And yeah, we've created pretty simple navigation bar. Nothing really that special. It's not really. It's like at the edges, but not really an issue. We just call this nav bar or something. So yeah, Tyler, I don't want to sort of edges. Okay, shut the fuck up. So insert image for the navigation bar here. So we've got home, volunteer, profile. We don't have any links to these pages yet. Okay, I've got to save this as an individual file. If we just go to crawdale together, go index. I call it index, you can call it home, you can call it whatever, it doesn't really matter. And you may also want to change the document title of this. You can go properties and then just go home and then like crawdale together. So yeah. After this, so you've got your navigation bar and your banner. This does not have any links on it yet. We can sort that out in a second. Just merge all these cells here. Table merge cells. Now, if you do the horizontal, vertical, we do top, so it goes up here. We can start typing stuff. We'd have to change the font's color to, so go to CSS, go to font color, white, yep, font, and choose what font you want here. So it will choose a sans serif one for the sake of just so it's easier to read. That's good. So welcome to Crawdale Together. So we can do something like this: increase size. I'm a bit sick, so I'm not really, but just got a bit cold. Welcome to Crawdale Together. So we can add text here, insert a new line, I guess. A trick you can do is if you change the size here to like 12. Oh, wait, what? Okay, no, okay, that confuses me. So, okay, create a new thing here. Oh, flip, okay. No, this is being annoying because it's design mode. So select this amount of text. 14, okay, wow. That's not annoying at all. Okay, I'm not sure how I can change that with design mode. I'm not used to this. So we could just keep it all the same size. Welcome to Cordell Together. Here at you'll get a text file that'll tell you everything you need to type down. So here at Crawdale Together, we do stuff and volunteer etiquette. So there was one of the requirements was there was an image that you had to like insert an image for Ben's story or something. If you need to resize an image, so say we got any image here, so a picture of SpongeBob. So we need to use this as an icon or something. If it says okay, so this is 112 by that it's a fixed resolution, so it's like a certain size. If you need to downscale it by like twice to like say 500, then just do that. Press enter, and it should downscale it. If, however, if you type 500 here and it doesn't change that one, undo it. You see this button here with the links. You click it and it should go to 500. If you need to change it so it from a rectangular image to a square image, something that's probably not going to happen, but if you go to image canvas size, go to pixels, then we can change the height to 500, proceed, and it becomes square. So that's a trick that you can use if we save this into Cordell Together. We just call it SpongeBob.jpg. Usually you have to do a PNG because it needs to be below a certain file size. If that's the case, then save it as a PNG because that's a lower file size. I'm just using this because there's no real requirements here. Now, it usually needs, because when we did it, we had to insert it at a specific point. So if we go table, split cell into one column. No, okay, wait. Table, split cell, 2 columns. Then we have this here. This should be independent from the rest if you've merged these at the start. So we can insert image and go to SpongeBob. He's a bit big at the moment, so if it's necessary, you can resize him, put him down here. So yeah, we've got SpongeBob here. We can. I'm not sure about moving his position. Anyway, if you go here, go to HTML. If you need to center him for any reason, I don't think you would need to. There's a way to do this with code if needed, but you wouldn't really need to put it like into any actual like you wouldn't need to center it. Basically, what I'm trying to say. But if you can, you go to code. Then v-align equals middle, and then just go ahead and center him. But I mean, it's not something that needs to be done. It's helpful if you know how to do a little bit of code. You probably won't need to in the exam when centering it. Perhaps you can change it in the actual aligning here. I'm not quite sure about that, but I don't know. I don't use design mode, so click on the links to do stuff. Just type random stuff. I don't know. You get it in the exam. Flip. So after you've done that, you can. Okay, so we've got all these links to other pages, right? This will go to like Ben's story page if it were in the exam. So we go to Cordell together. You go to index or HTML. What you want to do is copy this file and paste it. So we can rename it to like let's say volunteer.html. Drag it into this. Okay, so we've got our page here. So I didn't save that, so that's why it's gone back. So make sure you should duplicate it before you add anything to the pages. So if you want to do a volunteer page here, because we've done it as an individual navigation bar, as an individual button, we can do a hotspot over here using the map. Just select it, do this, and then link. We will browse for file and volunteer.html. So if we were to view this in the... Oh, this is a different version. Okay. We to view this into our thing. So we've got a website here, volunteer. Click it, bring you to the volunteer page. We do the same for home. It only take a couple of seconds. So also, if you are watching the video, make sure to like the stream. Yeah. So okay, we've done the volunteer page here. We can go to home, create the square, and just do this basically. So we'll make it link to index page, and then now we can duplicate this as well, obviously, and profile. Okay, so this way we can create links for all of the pages. We'll create another hotspot here and link it to profile. We do it on the home page as well. So simple process. Profile, link to profile.html. So it should be pretty simple. You can go to the profile page, do exactly the same thing. So got volunteer, good. That's already linked from the page we duplicated, and home here. So we will link to what we linking it, index. Okay, this can go away. So we just match styles. Okay, so we got our website. All the pages go to each other. If you want to go to Google Chrome, then home, volunteer. Oh, hang on. Okay, I don't know why it's all called index or HTML. That might just be how it's hosted on the new version of Dreamweaver. This won't happen in the exam, don't worry. So you obviously want to make sure to change the title of each page. I'm not sure if that actually accounts for any marks, but it makes it look more professional and actually make like the exam and the examiner might actually like think better of your website. Who knows? So volunteer, Cordell together, profile. This is still named that. Profile, Cordell together. So yeah. Oh, it's live update. That's okay. That's nice. Yeah, but how do you make it rollover? It was from Photoshop. You don't need to do rollover buttons. Okay, if you want to do a rollover button, I'll show an example right now, because if this does come up in the exam. So 300 by 50. So let's say we got profile. Put this in the center and change the background color to black. Save it. Call this profile.png. Okay, so if we insert, we'll go to, okay, where's the volunteer page? Insert image profile. So insert hyperlink here. Wait, no, okay, wait, hang on. So click on this profile link. Wait, no, okay, I've done this wrong. Okay, insert, right, image. Okay, before you do this, ignore what I'm saying. Okay, so you've got to save your picture of the profile.png, right? So after you've done that, you can create a different image for the rollover. So I just inverted the color there. You can change how you want, change the color, who cares, right? Then we'll do profile rollover. Save it as PNG. Move it over here. Insert. There should be like rollover image under HTML. Original image or image name. Let's just call it profile. We call this profile and profile rollover. So each button's doing that image. Original image, rollover image. Okay. So insert this. So no. Okay. This I keep forgetting this live uploads. Okay. So the profile, when you click it, where you roll over the image, it turns a different color. But if you want to change the link, click on it. You'll see the link here. It's just a hashtag at the moment. Browse for file. Go to profile.html, and then it should. How to save it? And it should link to profile. So yeah, go to volunteer, profile. That's all good. So I'll run over that again. So we've got our two images that we created in Photoshop. We insert HTML rollover image. Here, call this whatever you want. You don't actually need to name anything. It just makes organization easier. Go to profile. Well, only if you're doing code, but profile.png, rollover image, profile rollover. Okay. You can check the website. It rolls over. All good. All good. And if you want to link it to it, link. There's a hashtag here. Browser file. Profile.html. Save it. You can go to your thing and you can check if it works. But that's only if you're doing individual things. With hotspots, you cannot change that. I just do hotspots because it's easier for the demonstration, and yeah. We should give this a like. And, okay, so next we need to, okay, so if you want to insert a video, right? Okay, we're doing a different page. We're doing a profile. So I don't know if I have many videos. Okay, I do have many videos. Okay, insert. I think HTML, and you can choose HTML video. You can also choose plugin. That way, if you go to, if I can find a video. Yeah, it's just this. Okay. So inside that. Okay. Well, that needs to change size. So change this width and height to whatever it is. And yeah, as you create a plugin here where you can view the video. So yeah. So that's insert in HTML rollover image. No, not rollover image. What am I doing? Insert HTML plugin. Get the video you want if you need to insert a video. Change this to 640 by 480, I guess. It doesn't really matter what size it is. It should work. And yeah, that's how you insert a video. If you need to insert a video, that is. So we're on the home page. This picture. Okay, so if you want to do hotspots for images, right? Because we did something like that. Hotspots, they're pretty easy. If you want to go on SpongeBob's eye, then just do that. Inside it, you can use a circle. It doesn't really matter what you use. Just make sure you're able to like use the hotspots. So yeah, that's literally it. That's all you need to know for the exam. I don't think there's much more you need to know. You just need to know how to insert images, how to insert rollovers, all that stuff. If you want to go, if you want me to go over any like Photoshop skills, can you do rollover images for hotspots? No, you can't. Okay. If there are any other skills that you want me to go over, then type it in the chat. I know the delay is like really long, so I'm just gonna wait and do nothing for ages, and yeah. I mean, if you want to go over certain techniques with this, it's SpongeBob. If you want to rotate it, If you want to get rid of this lock, just double click it. If you want to rotate something, Control T, you can rotate it, hold Shift, and it looks at 15 degrees. So yeah, that'll be all good, and yeah, it rotates. So yeah, that's about it. I don't think there's any more to it. Really, all you need to know is how to add text. I could go over some of the code if you want. That's some extra stuff. Okay, so if you do want to do the code for any reason, then here's some stuff you can do, right? So we can do some style here. Style equals. We can do some padding. You don't need to do this, but it makes it look nicer, I guess. 15 pixels. So, oh flip, what have I done? That does not look right. Oh, if I didn't. Okay. So, got some padding here. So that means when we go into our actual thingy. Ooh. So yeah, that will do some extra padding to make it go down a bit to the left, so it looks more neat. If you want to do like some specific, like, okay, so you see here how welcome to Cordell together. So if we get rid of this here, so we get rid of the font size and that, you can do specific fonts. So font size equals +6, let's say. Welcome to Cordell together. Ooh, that's okay. This streamer is annoying me. Okay, so yep, that's a text and all that. Well, that's way too big. So the text will be lower here. I'm not sure what that padding has done. Oh, it's because it's okay. It's in paragraph form. That makes sense. Okay, get rid of this paragraph tag because paragraph tags are stupid. I guess it's just what happens when you're typing it in design mode. So get rid of the paragraph tags. Then you just have the separate parts of text. So this part is independent from this part, and you can edit that a different way. So if you wanna do a different color for this part, let's see, pink, I guess. Then you can do that with the code. It's another benefit, or you should learn it. But you only have we only have 2 days, so there's no point. So yeah, you can make things independent. If you want to change the color of the link, that is something you need to do. So wait, okay. So if we open, we go to design. And like the properties. So let's say this text here links to profile, I guess, and I'm not quite sure how you can change the color in non-HTML. If you want to do an email link, I'm pretty sure you can do insert email link here, and then you could do it, yeah. And then the email, type like any email here at gmail.com. So yeah, that's how you can do an email link. If you want to change the color of it, I'm not quite sure how you do in that design mode. I don't think you can, but if you do A and then you do wait, okay. We have the style here, so we do a wait, okay, wait. Underline. Okay, wait, I've completely forgotten how to do this. Okay. Dreamweaver. How to get rid of underline. Yeah. Just completely ignore what this. Okay, so page properties, right? Links. This is something. Okay, you can do it in design mode. Okay, right click, page properties, links, underline style, never underline, link color, and then we can change this to a bright blue. So yeah, that's how you do link changing. So yeah, click on that, and you got everything. That might change afterwards. If that does happen, then visited links, we do the same color. So yeah. Ooh. So yeah, home, and then it will not change color when you click on that. So I'm pretty sure that is basically it, all you need to know to actually pass the cider exam. If you still fail after watching this, then I feel deeply sorry because you do not know how to use Dreamweaver. But I mean, whose fault is that? Is it you also not knowing how to use it, or is it the teacher's fault for not teaching it us? Who knows? Anyway, subscribe to eBik Productions. Thanks for watching the stream. It's been a short one, but yeah, let's finish.